Good morning, my fellow hookers, my dear, dear hookers. How are you this morning? Okay, so today we are going to be doing the lazy daisy. That's what my mom used to call it. It's just a daisy um, granny square. Haha. Sorry about that. And we're going to be doing that. I don't have any made yet, but I wanted to show you something that maybe, just maybe, you guys might be interested, everyone might be interested in making down the road. So this, surprisingly, is very similar to, is it this one? This one. What I did was I just used a super small hook. So I used a size 3 hook versus a size 5.5 hook. And I obviously didn't put this in it because I didn't want the middle to be bumpy because, there we go, you can use it as a coaster. Okay, so now here's the reason why I never, ever, oh, excuse me for just one moment, everyone. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. My little pupper was getting into trouble and I had to go and rescue her. But this is another reason why I never throw away even the smallest little bits and bobs. A, for granny squares, which we're going to be using these colors for today. Actually, these colors for today. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we're going to do. I haven't decided yet. The only bad news is I did not find a very nice green. So the green that I'm going to use is whatever. So let's get into what we're going to need today. We're going to need three different colors, not four. I wasn't sure what I wanted to make the middle out of, and I don't necessarily like this yellow. You know me and yellows, but I did find this, and I really love this. So we're going to make either the center out of white or the center out of this, and then go from there. We'll see what happens on the way along. So grab your coffee, grab your hooks, and you need a size 5 hook for this. So there's my lovely size 5. You need the obligatory scissors, and you of course need, I dropped them, there we go, your darning needles. And that is all you need for this. But back to these for 2 seconds. While you get your stuff together, you can listen to me jabber. These are what I call coasterations because a dear, dear friend of mine said, and you can see I got some lovely sparkle in there. Lovely sparkle. My dear, dear friend said they're too pretty to use as coasters, so can I hang them on my tree? And I'm like, okay, do what you want to do. And so what she decided was she was going to use them as decorations until friends came over, and then she was going to put them out as coasters. And I thought, well, that's kind of a nifty dual purpose thing. So there you go. So I called them coasterations because, again, they serve a dual purpose, and I love stuff that serves as a dual purpose. We are going to be making a blanket that makes as a shawl. I kind of got the idea. My grandmother used to call it her shawl kit. So we're going to be making one of those down the road. I just have to find the perfect stuff for it for everyone. Anyway, so here's a couple of my Christmas ideas. Let's see if we can, there we go. So this is actually kind of an ecru colored yarn, but it's got that lovely sparkle. And in the center, it's got that scritchy yarn for scrubbies. So this actually, again, serves as a dual purpose. You can use it for scrubbing your pots. You can use it for washing your dishes, for anything that needs a more delicate touch. You've got this portion of it. And I always said, if I have to do dishes, I hate doing dishes. And if I have to do dishes, I'm going to do it with something that's pretty. Hence where these all came along. So because Christmas is coming, everyone, and it's approaching fast, if everyone would like to try to do some Christmas crafts with me, some Christmas crochet crafts with me, I would love to be there with you and show you how to do them. So this is my notes from my mom's take apart. And this is something else that I found in my box that I thought was the coolest yarn ever. It looks black, right? And then all of a sudden you come across, wait for it, you got a bit of color, and then you've got a little bit of black, and then you've got more color. So I think that would make an amazing granny square. So we're going to make a granny square with this. I just have to discover which one. Alrighty, so there is my 2 colors. And then I'm really sorry about this, everyone. This is a god-awful green. I'm so sorry. I hate it. But you know what? Needs must. And I don't have any nice green other than that super thin Rough Rider green in the We Love Yarn bit. But because this is thicker, I can't use it in this. Otherwise, I would have. But that's okay, because, like I said, never throw away even the tiniest bits and bobs of yarn, ever. Boy, that really doesn't do it justice. It's such a lovely, lovely pink, and it's kind of looking orangey in this, so I'm hoping it comes through better when, excuse me, when we actually start processing the video. But again, this is just a white. That's all it is, just a white. And then this. But because this is a daisy and because it is granny squares, the lovely thing about granny squares, you can use any color combinations you want. So for this one, again, it's a little bit thicker. I could use a 5.5, and I probably should. I'm probably going to hate myself in a little while, but we'll see how it goes. Alrighty. So let's get started. Got my hook, or my darning needle. There we go. And my scissors are put away so I don't cut myself again. And let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to find my little end on this. There we go. And again, this was just, I've got like 5 or 6 of these tiny, tiny, tiny bits. But what a great way to use them up in granny squares, right? So we're going to do our slip stitch, slip knot. Sorry, everyone. And I'm going to come through and I'm going to pick up. See, I told you I was going to hate myself soon. Okay, so I've got a nice little tail that I can weave in later. And I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, then I'm going to slip stitch to that very first chain like that. And there we are. Now I've got a ring. Okay, and I'm going to move my green because I can. Now, you're going to see me do a couple of things that I say never, ever, ever, ever do, but we're going to do it anyway. We're going to chain 2. This counts as absolutely nothing. All it is just a space filler. That's it. Okay, so ignore this chain 2. Now we are going to do 12 double crochets. Okay, so yarn over, through the ring, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, yarn over, push through the ring, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so that's 2 double crochets made already. How quick this is going to go together. Yarn over, pull through the, push through the ring, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay, so do that 12 times, which is of course why I decided, oh, that breeze is a bit chilly. I've got my door open and there's a bit of a breeze coming in there and it's not terribly warm yet. It's probably only about, well, maybe just about 60 degrees, 60, maybe 65. So that's 4. So we need 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, now we've got 12 double crochets in that circle. Again, ignoring this first chain 2, we are going to slip stitch to our very first crochet, double crochet, sorry. There we go. There we are. Our middle is done. Now we are going to cut that off. So I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to leave just a little bit of a tail. It's all good. Boop, done. Okay, now our center is already done. There we go. So it's very cute, very tiny. I've pulled my center through, so we got a little tiny, tiny little hole. And there we go. So I'm going to put away my pink now. And I'm going to move on to my white as soon as I find the end. Oh, goodness, that was quick. There we go. Found my end already. Now, because I want to try to do in as many... Well, hi, Sammy. One moment, please. Sorry about that. My daughter's dog decided he would come in for a visit. So I have this great big cute shaggy head, and he's trying to get my attention. And my little pupper is, well, she's just being a little pupper. So now, because I don't normally say this, but because we are working with a bunch of these, I am going to tell you this. So I'm going to start about 1 or 2 back, as many back as you really want to do. Okay. And I'm going to pull this through. But I've had too many of these come apart, so I'm actually going to pull it right through like so, and then I'm just going to do a quick little tie. It's just a little half knot. It's nothing special. Oh, goodness, there we go. Nothing special, but I do want this to be secure. And again, it's simply because this is going to be a granny square. It's going to be in a blanket. It's going to be potentially in a well-loved blanket that somebody's going to carry around or use on the bed, on the couch, or whatever. I don't want this coming out. So as much as I always say, I never do this, I'm going to do it in this particular one. I want it to say, oh goodness, hi Sam. I know, I love you too. Good boy. Alrighty, so now let's get back to work. So I'm going to pull up a loop. I'm just going to kind of grab that loop. There we go. Okay, that's all I'm doing. Now with this one, and again, I always tell you not to do this, but we're going to do it anyway. We're going to chain 3. There we go. All right. This is going to be our first double crochet. Because we're doing popcorns, I don't necessarily want to do the standing double because it's going to look a bit messy, but we're going to learn the popcorn stitch today. So here is one. And then we're going to do in the same stitch. Yes, Sammy, I love you too. In the same stitch, we're going to do 3 more. 1, same stitch, 2, same stitch, 3. Okay. How's everyone doing with that? Now we're going to pull that up a bit. We're going to go way back. Remember that the first chain that I said that we never do? We're going to find that top. We're not going to worry too much about how we're doing it, but then we're going to catch our loop and we're going to pull through. Did everybody get that? Let's do that again. Okay, I'm going to take it back to the 3. Okay, so this is our popcorn stitch. Some patterns use it with 4, some patterns use it with 5 double crochets. My mom used 4, so we're going to use 4. So here's 1, yarn over, same stitch. There's 2, same stitch, 3, same stitch, 4. Okay, so we're going to pull that up just a tiny bit and hang on to it. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to go back to our chain and we're going to get in there. There we go. We're going to grab that and we're going to pull it through. And then we're going to chain. Okay? Stay here, Sammy. Good boy. Now in the very next stitch, okay, which is the one there, but technically that's not a stitch. So we're actually going to yarn over. We're going to go there and yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. I know it looks like I skipped a stitch. I really didn't. This is just that first initial 2 stitch, and I don't want to catch that. Okay, so same stitch again. There's 2 double crochets. Same stitch again. 3 double crochets and same stitch again. Oops. There we go. 4 double crochets. And I'm going to pull that up a bit, hang on to it. Now in that very first double crochet, okay, I'm going to push through and I'm going to pull through my loop and I'm going to pull through my loop, chain 1. Okay. Very next stitch. Okay. So that's when we're working in. There's our next stitch. We're going to put 12 of these little popcorns in. So, there we go. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to double crochet 1, same stitch 2, same stitch 3, same stitch 4. 4 double crochets all in that next stitch. I'm going to hang on to it. I'm going to let it go. And I'm going to go through that very first double crochet. Okay. And I'm going to grab my loop again, pull through, chain 1 to close. So now you can see that we really have some texture to this. Okay. We've got our first initial round. Now we've got some texture. And these are going to be our little petals. Okay, so we're going to do that 9 more times. There's, whoopsie, 1 double crochet in the very next stitch. Okay, see, very next stitch. There, right in the middle of the camera. Excuse me. And then second double crochet. There we go. I have to move my camera so I can put you in the middle. One moment. Oh, I have to go and rescue my house. One moment. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I just had to give my daughter's dog some loving. All right, so there's 2 double crochets. We're going to do 2 more in that same stitch. There we go. And 2. Okay, so again, I've got 4 double crochets in that same stitch. I'm going to take my hook out. I'm going to put it through that first double crochet right there. And I'm going to grab my loop, pull through 2. And I just need to move my camera a bit. Sorry, everybody. There we go. That's better. Now I can put you in the middle. Alrighty, and then I'm going to chain 1 to close. So now again, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We only need 8 more. So let's go ahead and we'll do that a little faster now. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Now I'm going to take my hook out and I'm going to put it in there, my very first double crochet, and I'm going to yarn over that and pull through. Chain 1 to close. Okay. How's everybody doing? 1, 2, 3, and 4. And drop the hook loop. Push the hook through that very first double crochet. Grab the loop, pull through, chain 1 to close. There we go. Okay, keep going. We've got 1. Oopsie. Oopsie. There we go. 2, 3, and 4. And push, whoopsie, push to that first double crochet, pull through, chain 1 to close. And do it again. Whoopsie, there we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And push through. And oh, see that? See what happens? Gotta catch that before it goes all the way through. There we go. That's why you hang on to your loop. Chain 1 to close. Sammy. Good boy. He's just curious, and so he's roaming around my house. Got to make sure he's not getting into stuff he shouldn't get into. 2. Oops. 3. And 4. And pull through. Find that first double. And there we are. Chain 1 to close. Okay, so now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. We're doing great, guys. Everyone. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And pull out. Push through the first one. Grab your loop. And pull through. Chain 1 to close. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, is everyone doing all right here? Push through, grab the loop, pull through, oops, pull through, chain 1 to close. Okay, now let's just double check. I know we already double checked once. Let's just do it again. And you can see kind of by the back of this that it's kind of curling under. That's fine. We do want that. We kind of want that texture look with this particular square. So it's fine. So we're just going to double check, make sure I haven't messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 left. Great. So we've got, oops, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to release, push through, grab that loop again, and chain 1 to join. Now we're going to find our, not the chain, we want to slip stitch to our actual petal, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to find, it's kind of a fiddly little thing, but it's actually quite easy to find, all right? And there you go. We are finished the petal round. Okay, so we're going to cut that off again. Yes, I know this is terrible for ends, but it, oh, goodness, what have you done, Sherry? That's okay. Alrighty, so there we are. Now, as you can see, we've got a cute little flower happening here. And again, like I said, it's going to be a little bit loosey-goosey. For those of you who don't want this look underneath, okay, what you can do is you can actually put a second chain in there, okay? So now, I'm going to grab this awful green, find an end. Goodness, this is a bit of a mess, but that's okay. We found it. There's our green. You know what? You never know. It might actually look good after it's all said and done. And what we're going to do is we're going to find, it doesn't matter where, find one of those chain spaces. Easy peasy to find, right? And we're going to go there. Okay, so now we're going to pull that through again. Again, because this is a blanket, because it could very well be somebody's favorite, we want to ensure that it is going to stay put. So we're going to put that knot in there. Okay? And then you're going to come in, you're going to grab a loop and pull through. There we go. We got our starting loop. Okay? Now, what we are going to do is we're going to actually create the granny now. Okay? So again, here's where we're not going to chain 3 anymore. We're going to do the twist, push through, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and there we go. And we're going to do 2 more grannies, 2 more double crochets to complete our granny cluster. Okay, we're going to chain 1. Now we're going to do something a little bit different, because if we just continue doing the same size, it is going to look a lot wonky, and we don't want that. So we're going to do half doubles here. We're going to do 1, 2, and 3 half doubles, 3 half doubles, chain 1, 1, 2, 3 half doubles, chain 1, and now we have to do a corner. So we're going to do a granny cluster, 1 double, 2 doubles, 3 doubles. There's our granny cluster. And we're going to chain 2, oopsie, and then we're going to do 3 more doubles to make our granny cluster for the corner. Okay? And that, everyone, gives us our nice tight little corner. And as you can see now, okay, we've actually almost, not quite, but we've almost created that straight line. Perfect. So we're going to chain 1. We're going to do 3 more half doubles in between. No, Penny, you don't need to see the chickens. 1, 2, and 3 half doubles, chain 1, and next is the chain space, 1, 2, 3 half doubles, chain 1, and now we've got to do a corner again. So in that next chain space, we're going to do 3 doubles, 1, 2, sorry about the giggles, everyone, 3 half doubles, 3 doubles, I'm so sorry, everyone, 3 doubles, chain 2, and then 3 more doubles, 1, 2, and 3. So there's our granny corner done. Now we've got to chain 1, and we're going to start doing half doubles again. So we're going to do 1, see, 2, and 3, half doubles, chain 1, one more set, 1, 2, 3 half doubles, chain 1, and now we've got to do a corner again. So see how that's working? See how that's working? So we've already almost created that perfect square. We're not quite there yet, but we're pretty close. Okay? So corner time now. I got a double. 1, 2, 3. So granny cluster done. And then chain 2. Oh, goodness. I'm getting all tied up here. There we go. And then 3 more, oopsie, 1 more granny cluster, so 3 more doubles. 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to chain 1 because our corner is now complete. I'm going to find my next chain spot and I'm going to do 3 half doubles in it. 1, 2, get through there, there we go, and 3. And then chain 1, another set of half doubles. 1, get one out. 2, and 3. Okay, and guess what? We're back at our first corner. Now we've got to finish our corner. So we're going to chain 1. There's my chain 1. And I'm going to do my last granny cluster here. 1. And I think I've caught up my end. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, good. 1, 2, and 3. And then we are going to half double to join. So we're going to yarn over. We're going to put through that very, very first standing double, yarn over, pull through. Come on. There we go. Pull through and yarn over, pull through all 3. Now, I know we haven't twisted in any way on this one, but we are going to turn our work. So there we are. Now we're going to pull up, do the twist, and we're going to do a standing double, and we're going to finish this last round as a regular granny round. So 3 doubles in this corner, chain 1, and in every chain space, excuse me, we're going to do 3 doubles, our regular granny cluster. See how easy that is? And there. So in every chain 1 space on the sides, we're going to do the granny cluster. One moment. All right, I am back. My daughter is just leaving for work today, and I had to say goodbye. Oh, and I think my husband's back too. Why, yes, he is. So it's going to get a little noisier in my house. I do apologize for that. All right, so where were we? We've got our corner started, 2 of our 3 grannies done, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3. There's 3 of our granny clusters. My goodness. Granny clusters done for the sides. We're going to come and do another corner. 1, 2, oh goodness, 3. Chain 2, and 1, 2, 3. Corner is done. Chain 1, and now we're going to do regular granny clusters all the way across again. And 1, 2, 3, chain 1. Come on, you. There we go. Excuse me. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1, 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. And now we're back to our corner already. So 1, oh goodness, 2, there we go. 3, that is a beastly ball. I think I'm going to wind it after this. Chain 2, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, Now we just got to do 2 more sides and 1 more corner, and we are done our granny. So while we're doing this, rather than you guys everyone listening to me talking, I think that what I'll do is I will pose a question to you. I know I did it at the beginning, and I've done it one other time, but here we go. So again, with Christmas fast approaching, I recognize that learning how to do some learning how to do some Christmas crafting and handiwork before Christmas is a good idea. So what I will do is I will pose a question and say, are you ready to start your Christmas crafts yet? If you are, what I will do, I'll listen to your comments below. If you're not ready yet, if you're not ready yet, then what we can do is we can continue our Granny Square series. I actually have another really, really large project that I have a special order for. And now that I've got a couple more special orders, I'm not going to have time to make my goodness gracious. I'm not going to have time to make my graph gown like I wanted to for July, which makes me sad because I was really looking forward to it. As much as I swear when I'm making them, I was really looking forward to it. But that's okay. I got this. Disappointment is a good thing because it makes you work harder, right? So, there we go. Are you ready to start working on Christmas crafts, or would you rather just do some more grannies, or would you rather learn how to make a poncho? We can do a very, very simple granny poncho. We can do a simple granny shawl. We can do all sorts of things, or we can make what my grandmother used to call her shawl kit. And how it worked was she would rock her babies, her grandbabies, obviously, and her babies, maybe, who knows. And she would have this amazing shawl on, and I would have loved to have gotten the pins that she used. I don't even know how. Oh, here we are. We're back at the beginning again. So again, we want to find our standing double. We want to slip stitch into the, oh, no, we want to chain 1 first, chain 2, sorry, because we're done. So we're going to chain 2 rather than do the half double to join. And then we are going to slip stitch. Come on, you. Come on. There we go. Got it. So I've got both of my arms of my V. I'm going to slip stitch to join. Guess what? We are done. So I'm going to do a chain 1 to close everything all off. And then boop, all the way through. Now, as you can see, this one is a bit of a fluffy one. It will, if you want, okay, it will. And when you're doing your ends in, you can make this look a little bit better, because what you'll do is you'll just squish it in a bit and it'll look like that. Okay, we'll do that in just a sec here. But, oh, this kind of looks like a watermelon. I just realized that. Oh, I just need a little bit of black in the center there. But this one kind of does have a little bit of a crinkly look. I just think it looks more like flowers. So I don't block mine when they're like this, but I will do, say, like a whole row of them, a whole square of them to start, and then I'll just do regular grannies to finish. But for right now, let me show you. I'm going to pull my end back through here so it comes to the back. And what you can do to close that wonky looking one, it's really super easy. Okay, so let's thread our needle. We're going to come back and we want to take a look at where the wonky one is. So it's right on there. We can kind of see it back here. So we're going to kind of go through a little bit of that white, bloopity bloop, a little bit of that white, kind of to, start to anchor everything. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go through all this green and we're going to give it a squish. Okay. And then we're going to give it a good squish. We're going to go through a bit of the white. There we go. And we're going to come back through that green and give it a squish the other way. Squish. And we can give it a good pull. Okay. Now look, yes, it's still there. I recognize that, yeah, that's still a bit of a pain in the butt, but you're always going to have a little bit more of an opening at those corners. It's just not quite as noticeable. Okay. And what happened is that's where that extra stitch is in the white and in the pink. But once we start closing everything off and getting everything all together a bit better, we're going to do that at the bottom of this stitch with the starting white. And that's going to close that up a little bit better. Okay. With these daisy ones, it always happens. My mom had the same problem. I actually phoned her and asked her and I said, how did you combat that? And she told me she just squished everything together. And again, because this is going to be a blanket and hopefully a well-loved blanket, we want people to be able to use it. Oh, what have I done? There we go. So we want people to be able to use it and not have to go, oh, no. Granny made that for you. You can't use that. No, that's not what this is for. This is for love. It's for squishiness. It's for cuddle time. It's all of those things. So again, I'm just going to bring it here and I'm going to come right through that pink and I'm going to come right through to this one and we're going to try to squish that all together again. So squish, squish. And again, I've made it even less noticeable now and we can go from there. Okay, so yes, it's still going to be noticeable, but it's not going to be as noticeable. And again, we're going to have all that noticeableness because this is a square after all, and we've tried to attempt to make that a square from a round, if that makes sense. I think that made sense. I hope that made sense. So anyway, back to my question that I'm posing, everybody, is are you interested in starting Christmas crafts or would you rather do something different? And I lost my, look, there we go. I will listen to you in the comments below. So give me a shout in the comments below. Let me know if you're going, please, no more Christmas, not for another month yet. Then I'm fine with that. And if you are ready for Christmas crafts, we'll do that too. I can definitely wait for Christmas crafts. I'm actually caught up fairly well on my Christmas crafts. See, there you go. There we are. So I know my ends aren't completely done. I will finish the other ones off, but I think that's actually pretty cute. I think that looks more like almost like a watermelon-y kind of look. And again, this can be done with any number of bits and bobs that you've got. Excuse me. That was very rude. I apologize, everyone. But you got lots of bits and bobs. Make granny squares. Honestly, it is great. If you got colors that you're like, I don't know if I really like those colors, make granny squares because you never know what they're going to look like. And you can combine your colors. What I find with granny squares and a granny square blanket is it doesn't matter whether they're warm or whether they're cool or whether they're bright or whether they're dull, because they're all going to go together beautifully. It doesn't matter. That's the joy of having a granny square blanket is it's grandma's leftovers made into love. That's how I always looked at it. My mom used to take some of the oddest colors and I'd go, Ma, what are you doing? And she'd go, yeah, making granny squares. And I'd go, oh, that's nice. And then by the time she was done, that blanket was absolutely gorgeous. And 9 times out of 10, especially if I said, oh, Mom, that's so pretty, I would get it. And like I said, I still have a couple. I'm deconstructing a few of them. Mom doesn't mind. I do, but Mom doesn't. I'm deconstructing a few of them so that I can get you these lovely, lovely ones that she used to use. She's got some gorgeous ones. This is just the very first of them. But with everything blooming out there right now, I thought this would be a perfect one to start with. So this is the Lazy Daisy Granny Square. And I hope that you all enjoyed this video. It's getting a bit longer than I planned, as usual. Sorry for those of you who don't like all my talking. I truly apologize. But there you are, the Lazy Daisy Granny Square. Let me know in the comments below what you think of it, whether you want to start Christmas crafts or whether you want to start something else. Give me some suggestions. Let me know what you want. I will say goodbye, bid you adieu for now, and I will bring my coasteration up here. Oh, my coffee's gotten cold. You can see it. Eek, that's okay. As I slop it all over myself. There we go. So be a naughty, naughty hooker and have a glorious, glorious day. I bid you adieu. My name is Sherry and I am addicted to yarn.